Congress leader Rahul Gandhi today said it should be the president who should inaugurate the new parliament building, not the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This comes, remember, just days before the inauguration event has been scheduled for the 28th of May. The Prime Minister will be inaugurating the new parliament building on that very day. Remember, the BJP is also, in a sense, paying tribute to Vinayak Damodar Savarkar in slating this day as the day wherein his birth anniversary is also celebrated. But the Congress has called the new parliament building Prime Minister Modi's vanity project. Several opposition leaders had also voiced their objection to Prime Minister Modi inaugurating this building, citing that he is the head of the government and not the head of the legislature. AIMM Chief Asaduddin Owaisi also asked as to why Lok Sabha Speaker or the Rajya Sabha Chairman will not inaugurate it instead. In fact, he taken to Twitter to say, why should the Prime Minister inaugurate the parliament? He is the head of the executive, not the legislature. The BJP, in the meanwhile, has come out to slam Rahul Gandhi because he's the latest to come out with the critical commentary on the Prime Minister's inauguration that's slated for 28th of the new Parliament building. And now he's claiming, and now the BJP is claiming that it was first the Congress party that opposed the new Parliament itself. So why is it that the Congress now has different plans in place wherein they want the President instead of the Prime Minister to go ahead with the inauguration?
मतलब पहले तो इसी का विरोध कर रहे थे, वो कर रहे थे, उनकी मां कर रही थी, उनकी बहन कर रही थी, उन लोगों के द्वारा प्रायोजित केस करवाया गया। आज जब भारत का इतना सुंदर नई संसद बनी है, लगभग 100 वर्षों के बाद पुरानी संसद लीक करती थी, बाकी तो परेशानी क्या है, लेकिन नरेंद्र मोदी के कोई काम में उनको अच्छाई दिखाई नहीं पड़ती है। राहुल गांधी कभी ना कभी तो अपना दिल बड़ा दिखाइए, या नरेंद्र मोदी के बारे में आपका दिल छोटा ही रहेगा हमेशा।
Non-stop reactions coming in from the BJP camp. The party says that the decision solely rests with the government as far as the inauguration is concerned, and these kind of critical comments coming in from the Congress party don't quite add up, given that the Congress in the first place was objecting to the very idea of this kind of a construction taking place. The BJP once again flaying the Congress over Rahul Gandhi's remark.
शायद देश इस बात के लिए राहुल गांधी के पिता, राहुल गांधी की दादी, राहुल गांधी के नाना, उनको ये जानकारी दे देते कि देश के अंदर जो पूरे के पूरे एक खानदान के नाम से, राष्ट्रपति पहले भी बहुत रहे थे और पदों पर वो लोग बहुत रहे थे, रेलवे स्टेशन भी उसी खानदान के नाम से, एयरपोर्ट भी उसी खानदान के नाम से, टॉयलेट भी उसी खानदान के नाम से, चौराहे भी उसी खानदान के नाम से, पार्क भी उसी खानदान के नाम से, ये जो होते थे, तो अब उनके पास, राहुल गांधी जी के पास कुछ बोलने के लिए होता नहीं है, तो वो कहीं ना कहीं इस प्रकार की बातें करते हैं और वो सरकार का निर्णय है।
As far as the Congress party is concerned, after Rahul Gandhi coming out with a demand that it should be the president of the country and not the Prime Minister who must inaugurate the new parliament building, Congress comes out to justify the demand, says Rahul Gandhi has only spoken the truth.
आदरणीय राहुल गांधी जी ने जो कहा है बिल्कुल सत्य कहा है, और राहुल जी जो बोलते हैं वो जांच परख के बोलते हैं, क्योंकि ये राष्ट्र की चीज़ है और राष्ट्र के लिए बनाई गई है। राष्ट्र के हित में राष्ट्रपति जी को इसका उद्घाटन करना चाहिए। अभी इस भवन की ज़रूरत नहीं थी देश को, क्योंकि देश में जो पार्लियामेंट चल रही है ये अभी जानकारों के मुताबिक मिली जानकारी के अनुसार अभी 500 साल से भी कहीं अधिक चल सकती है। जिस समय इस संसद भवन में पैसा लग रहा था, देश के लाखों लाख गरीब कोरोना जैसी महामारी बीमारी में जिंदगी और मौत से जूझ रहे थे।
Today Rahul ji realizes, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, that Parliament consists of President, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. No Indian has ever seen that Narendra Modi has taken along with him the Speaker and Chairman of Rajya Sabha. He himself projecting as if he is everything. I think everyone is bound by the Constitution. Everyone is bound by the traditions of the Parliament, because we have a great history of democracy. So it is correct that Parliament should be inaugurated by President and none else.
Quickly go across to Mr. Rashid Alvi of the Congress joining us on the phone line. Mr. Alvi, we heard it from Rahul Gandhi, who says that it should be the president of the country who must inaugurate the new parliament building. But really want to understand the Congress's position in all of this, because up until now the Congress was very opposed to the idea of this new parliament building after having pitched for a parliament building, a new building back in 2012.
Yeah, a new parliament is not required at all. We already have a very beautiful parliament, better than so many parliaments in the whole of world. And now this government has built this building, so at least President of India should inaugurate it. Why Prime Minister is inaugurating it? Basically, our Prime Minister, he wants to take credit for everything. That is the reason he is going to inaugurate it. Why not President of India? President of India should inaugurate, and our Prime Minister is inaugurating on the birthday of Savarkar. No, why not on birthday of Gandhiji? Gandhiji
well,
is
sir, perhaps if the Congress was in the centre, the Congress also in its capacity had taken decisions which perhaps favoured the Congress party, and that's what the BJP is doing at this point in time.
Congress party, yeah, it was proposal, of course, but it was rejected later on. Congress, during UPA's government, you are very right. Some of the leaders, and even I think the Speaker was thinking that new building is required. But later on, everybody was of this opinion that we have already very beautiful building.
But that said, sir, the pitch was made by Congress leaders, not just one of them. So the entire debate falls flat if, you know, back in the day, back in 2012, it was Congress that was coming out with the idea. Just because the proposal wasn't accepted today, the Congress is raising questions on this kind of a construction, and now raising questions on if the Prime Minister should be allowed to go ahead with the construction. The BJP says the government should decide, but stay on with us. I want to put out a very interesting comment, sir. I'll come back to you in just 2 seconds. Congress's own ally, Uddhav Thackeray's faction of the Shiv Sena has praised the project. They say that they have no problems with the Prime Minister inaugurating the building. Listen in.
राहुल गांधी जी कांग्रेस पार्टी के एक बड़े नेता हैं। हमारे देश में अपनी बात कहने का सभी को अधिकार है, तो प्रधानमंत्री जी तो उसका उद्घाटन करें, कोई आपत्ति नहीं। साथ ही साथ राष्ट्रपति जी भी उसके उद्घाटन में रहें, उपराष्ट्रपति जी भी रहें, लोकसभा राज्यसभा के अध्यक्षगण रहें, और भी विभिन्न राजनीतिक दलों के लोग रहें, पक्ष रहे, विपक्ष रहे, समपक्ष रहे, कोई हैरानी नहीं। सबको रहना चाहिए। अगर कोई चीज देश के काम आने वाली है, लोक भावना से बनाई गई है और उसका लोकार्पण होने वाला है, तो सामूहिक जीत होनी चाहिए। राजनीति हर समय नहीं होनी चाहिए।
It's very interesting what's playing out. Mohit Bhatt joining us with more details. Mohit, up until now, the Congress had a problem with the whole idea of a new parliament building being constructed. Thereafter came up with an objection around the emblem atop the new parliament building, and now comes out to say that the Prime Minister should not inaugurate the new parliament building. It should be the president of the country. Interestingly, you know, the Uddhav Thackeray faction, at least one member of the faction has come out to say we're not quite seeing any problem in this.
Well, you see, Katrine, now since this project was inaugurated in December 2020 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and since the time the talks were going on about this particular revamp of the parliament and being the part of the central vista system, we have seen opposition reactions, specifically from the Congress party. They have raised questions on the need of this particular structure, and now we see that Rahul Gandhi has tweeted that it should be President who should be inaugurating this particular new parliament, not the Prime Minister. And many of the opposition leaders have tailed the same line. Many of the leaders have come out that the Prime Minister is the head of the executive, not the legislature, and hence either Rajya Sabha chairperson or Lok Sabha speaker or the president should inaugurate this. But the BJP has been saying this, that officially an invite has come from the Lok Sabha speaker, who personally went to invite Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and there is no need to politicize the temple of democracy, the inauguration of temple of democracy in the country. Every single party should come and participated in. It was need of the time that the new parliament was needed. It has been said by the government and the BJP for a long time.
And this
so
is
we
going to
see
go on
that
till
whole
the
lot of politics.
28th of May, when the inauguration will finally take place. Some in the Congress, of course, raising objection to why this is being done on the birth anniversary of Vinayak Damodar Savarkar as well. Thank you, Mohit, for joining us with that update. Quickly shifting our focus to how it's